Hello students, in last part we studied about development of male and female gametophyte. Now in this part we will study about pollination. You know the name of the chapter, that is reproduction in lower and higher plants. Pollen grains being non-motile, angiosperm have evolved the strategy to use abiotic agents like wind and water and biotic agents like birds, insects, snails, etc. to their flowers, feeding the visitors and exploiting their mobility for pollination and also seed dispersal. So, in pollination, we are studying about the pollination. Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of flower. You know, pollen grains are non-motile and they are usually carried from flower to flower by means of external agents. So, pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from anther to the stigma of the flower. It is prerequisite for fertilization because both the male and female gametes are non-motile. Moreover, gametes are produced at two different sites. In this diagram, you can observe there are two plants, and with the help of insects, the process of pollination is taking place. Self-pollination. It is the type of pollination which occurs in a single flower or two flowers on a single plant. Remember the definition? It results in inbreeding or selfing. In contrast to cross-pollination, the cross-pollination is transfer of pollen grains from anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of different plants of same species. The important words are, remember, anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower of different plants of same species, that is the cross-pollination. Here, stigma and anther. See both the flowers, one is the male flower, another is the female flower, and transfer of pollen grain from male flower to the female flower is there. Sometime in single flower both the male and female organs are present, but still the process is not possible because the time of maturation is different. At that time also cross-pollination takes place. So mainly we can divide pollination in three different types. One is the autogamy, another one is the geitonogamy, and third one is the xenogamy. We will see first about the autogamy. Autogamy, it means self, and gamy it means marriage. Here self marriage, it means pollination takes place within the same flower, and for that the flower must be bisexual. So in this type, bisexual flower is pollinated by its own pollen grains. Both the sex organ, male and female sex organ, that is androecium and gynoecium, present in the same flower. Their time of maturation is also same. At that time only the autogamy takes place. When autogamy takes place, the offsprings are genetically identical to their parents. There is no variation. For example, in pea plant, both the sex organs, that is androecium and gynoecium, is present within a flower, and that's why in pea flower autogamy, it is a type of self pollination which is easily takes place. See, some terms are there which are very important terms. In this autogamous type of flowers which use autogamy consist of several adaptations in the structure of flower to facilitate this process. It occurs without external pollinating agents. It means it is not depend on insect, water or wind or any other agent. When flower opens to expose its sex organ, it is called chasmogamous. In contrivances, a condition that leads to favor self-pollination are bisexuality, homogamy and cleistogamy or clistogamy. Homogamy means when anther and stigma of a flower become mature at the same time, it called homogamy. Some flowers are self-pollinated even before the opening of flower. Such condition is called cleistogamy. Underground flowers in some plants which exhibit cleistogamy are never open. Example, Commelina. See here, in this plant Commelina, normal flowers are present above the ground and underground cleistogamous flowers are observed. Plants like Viola, Commelina can produce both chasmogamous and cleistogamous flowers on the same plant. Now we will see about the second type of pollination, that is geitonogamy. Geitino, it means what? Neighbor. Marriage with neighbor flower. See, it is the transfer of pollen grain to a stigma of a different flower produced on the same plant. It means mother plant is same, but the flowers are different. Their position is different. Plant is same, but two flowers when present at different on the different position, then geitonogamy takes place. So it is functionally similar to cross pollination because it involves pollinating agent. It depends on agents for the pollination. It cannot bring about genetic variations, which is we observed in autogamy. In autogamy also there is no genetic variation. In this type of pollination, geitonogamy, there is no genetic variation, but like a cross pollination, they are dependent on the agent for pollination process. See the example, Cucurbita maxima, Karela, then cucumber, all these are the example gourd. These are the example of same family. Now we will see the third type, that is xenogamy. Xenogamy, for hybridization also this method is useful. It is a type of cross pollination, and in the cross pollination, it means in xenogamy, when pollen grain of one flower is deposited on the stigma of a flower of different plant belonging to same species. See here, what is the main difference? Two plants are different. In autogamy, same plant and same flower. In geitonogamy, the plant is same but the flowers are different. And in xenogamy, two different plants but they are belonging from the same species. Still, the transfer of pollen grain takes place. They are totally dependent for the transfer on biotic or the abiotic agents. So it is the speciality of xenogamy. Genetically, they are varied from their parents. So the offsprings which are obtained with the help of pollinating agents in xenogamy, genetically they are showing the different characters from their parents. So today we studied about pollination and their important types, that is autogamy, geitonogamy and xenogamy. Thank you.